What's up, WWE Sphere family? You are not going to believe what went down at Wargames. A mysterious masked figure just turned the entire match on its head, helping Brock Lesnar, Drew McIntyre, Bron Breakker, and Bronson Reed secure one of the most shocking victories in Wargames history. Who is this masked man? Why did he help them? And what does this mean for the future of WWE? Stay tuned because we're breaking down everything in today's video. But before we dive into this insane story, make sure you smash that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on the latest WWE news, rumors, and breakdowns here on WWE Sphere. And drop a comment below with your theory about who this masked man could be. Now, let's get into it. Alright, let's set the stage. Wargames is one of the most brutal, unforgiving match types in all of professional wrestling. 2 teams, 2 rings, 1 massive steel cage surrounding everything. It's complete chaos, and this year's match was built up to be absolutely explosive. On one side, we had an absolutely monstrous team. Brock Lesnar, the Beast incarnate himself, Drew McIntyre, the Scottish Warrior, Bron Breakker, the next generation powerhouse, and Bronson Reed, the colossal force of destruction. This team had size, strength, and an unrelenting desire to dominate. But here's the thing, heading into Wargames, there were questions. Could these 4 massive egos coexist? Could they work together as a cohesive unit? Drew and Brock have had their issues in the past. Bron Breakker is hungry to prove he belongs at the main event level. And Bronson Reed, he's been on an absolute rampage, taking out everyone in his path. The opposing team came prepared for war. They had strategy, they had numbers at certain points, and they had the advantage going into the match. The odds were stacked, and fans around the world were wondering if Lesnar's team could actually pull off the victory. The tension was real, the stakes were massive, and nobody could have predicted what was about to happen. When that steel cage lowered and the match began, it was instant chaos. Bodies were flying, steel chairs were crashing, and the action was absolutely relentless. Bron Breakker started things off, showcasing exactly why he's considered one of the most explosive athletes in WWE today. His power, his speed, his intensity, it was on full display from the opening bell. Then Bronson Reed entered, and the tsunami of offense began. This man is a force of nature, throwing his weight around and absolutely punishing the opposition. The ring was shaking with every move. Drew McIntyre came in next, and the Scottish Warrior brought that intensity we've come to expect from him. Claymore kicks, steel chair shots, and that unbreakable warrior spirit. Drew was here to fight, and he made that crystal clear. And then, the Beast. Brock Lesnar entered Wargames, and the entire atmosphere changed. F5s to everyone in sight. Suplexes on the steel. The Beast was unleashed, and the opposing team had no answer. But here's where things got complicated. Despite the absolute dominance from this powerhouse team, the opposition started mounting a comeback. They isolated Bron Breakker in one ring. They hit a massive combined finisher on Bronson Reed. Drew was busted open, blood streaming down his face. Even Brock was showing signs of fatigue. The match reached a critical point. The opposing team had all the momentum. They were setting up for their finish. Victory was in their grasp. Fans were on the edge of their seats. This was the moment that would decide everything. And that's when he appeared. The lights flickered. The crowd erupted. And standing at the entrance, bathed in shadows, was a mysterious masked figure. Nobody knew who this was. The commentary team was stunned into silence. The camera tried to zoom in, but the lighting made it impossible to get a clear view. All we could see was the mask, dark, intimidating, and completely unrecognizable. This masked man walked down the ramp with purpose. No hesitation, no theatrics, just pure, calculated intent. He reached the Wargames structure, and somehow, he managed to enter the cage. Security tried to stop him. Officials were yelling, but this masked figure was like a ghost, unstoppable and determined. Once inside the cage, this mysterious individual went straight to work. He attacked the opposing team with vicious precision. Running strikes, devastating maneuvers. He took out their strongest member with a move that left the entire arena gasping. But here's what was incredible, he didn't just attack randomly. He was strategic. He isolated their leader, hit him with a signature-looking finisher, and then disappeared into the chaos of the match, sliding out of the cage as quickly as he entered. The damage was done. Brock Lesnar capitalized immediately, hitting his finishing maneuver. Drew, Braun, and Bronson followed up with their own devastating moves. The referee counted, 1, 2, 3. Victory for Team Lesnar. But not without serious questions. The celebration was short-lived because everyone, and I mean everyone, had the same question: who was that masked man? Let's break down the possibilities, WWE Sphere family, because the theories are wild. Could this be someone we haven't seen in a while? WWE has a history of surprise returns at major events. The build, the size, the movement style, fans are already speculating about several names. Could it be someone who has history with any of these four men? Someone seeking revenge or looking to make a statement. WWE has been aggressive in bringing in top talent from around the world. Could this masked figure be someone making their debut by aligning themselves with four of the most dominant forces in WWE? What a way to make an entrance. Here's a spicy theory: what if it's someone already on the roster who's been hiding in plain sight? Someone who's been planning this for weeks. What if removing that mask reveals someone we see every single week, but never suspected? We all know Paul Heyman is a mastermind. Could this be connected to Brock Lesnar's advocate? Has Heyman orchestrated this entire thing? Is this masked man a piece of a much bigger puzzle? The social media reactions have been insane. Trending worldwide within minutes. Fans are dissecting every frame, every movement, trying to identify this mysterious figure. In WWE, they're staying silent. No official statements. No reveals. Just letting the speculation and hype build to absolutely fever pitch. So what does this mean for the WWE landscape moving forward? Everything has changed. First, Team Lesnar now has momentum and a mysterious ally. That makes them even more dangerous. Who's going to step up to challenge them? Second, the opposing team is going to want answers and revenge. This story is far from over. Third, and most importantly, we have this massive mystery hanging over the entire WWE universe. The masked man's identity is the biggest question in wrestling right now. Will he reveal himself on Monday Night Raw? On SmackDown? Will he help Team Lesnar again, or was this a one-time thing? Does he have his own agenda? One thing is certain, WWE has our attention, and they know exactly what they're doing. This is the kind of storytelling that keeps us coming back week after week. WWE Sphere family, what did you think of this insane turn of events? Drop your theories in the comments below. Who do you think the masked man is? And don't forget to smash that like button if you enjoyed this breakdown. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on because we'll be covering every single development in this story as it unfolds. We've got more WWE content coming your way all week long. Thank you so much for watching WWE Sphere. I'll catch you in the next video. Stay awesome, stay passionate, and as always, keep that wrestling spirit alive.